Right now, your cells are breaking down. You've been told aging is inevitable and unstoppable. But here's the question no one asks. Why does it happen? Not "it's time." That's not an answer. Scientists spent decades trying to understand why. Aging isn't one thing breaking. It's a cascade of failures feeding each other. And once you see how the pieces connect, you'll never think about your body the same way. Your DNA is under relentless assault. Outside threats, UV light, toxins, and pollutants. But the real enemy lurks inside. Every time your mitochondria produce energy, they release reactive oxygen species like molecular bullets shredding your genetic code. You have repair systems fixing thousands of breaks per day. As you age, they're slowing down. Damage piles up faster than fixes arrive. But here's the twist. Those oxidative stress from mitochondria doesn't just damage DNA. They damages the protective caps on your chromosomes, known as telomeres. These caps shorten with every cell division anyway, but oxidative stress accelerates it. When telomeres get critically short, the cell interprets this as catastrophic damage and shuts down permanently. But there's another control layer collapsing: your epigenome, the chemical system controlling which genes turn on or off. Two things are changing: DNA methylation tags that mark genes, and histone modifications that physically lock genes away, or expose them. With age, methylation tags drift randomly, and histones lose their precise tuning. Your DNA compacts and cells forget what they're supposed to be. Here's what catches everyone off guard: your protein quality control, proteostasis, the network that keeps proteins folded correctly and repairs damage. It doesn't wait until you're old to fail. It collapses in your 20s. Proteins start misfolding. They clump together. Your molecular chaperones, the proteins whose job is preventing this, get overwhelmed and trapped in the clumps themselves. This is what's destroying brain cells in Alzheimer and Parkinson. 4 foundations, all failing, all connected. But here's what makes aging truly unstoppable. These failures don't just add up, they create a chain reaction that accelerates everything. Mitochondria, your cellular power plants, start failing. They produce less energy while generating reactive oxygen species. At low levels, these molecules activate repair pathways. But at high levels, they create a self-sabotaging loop. They damage mitochondrial DNA, and that damaged DNA produces broken mitochondria, which generate even more of them. The cycle accelerates, and this triggers the main driver of aging: zombie cells. When DNA damage hits critical levels, cells should die. They don't. Instead, they enter permanent shutdown, senescence, where they're metabolically active but frozen, unable to divide and unable to die. These senescent cells don't sit quietly. They secrete SASP, an inflammatory cocktail poisoning everything nearby. Here's the terrifying part: SASP converts healthy cells into senescent cells. One zombie cell turns neighbors into zombies. They accumulate, spreading like an infection. And here's what makes this deadly: stem cells are your repair crews. They regenerate tissues, replace dying cells, keep organs functional. SASP destroys the environment they need, so they lose regenerative capacity, and your body can't repair itself. The connections are clear. DNA damage creates zombie cells, which poison stem cells, while dying mitochondria damage DNA. It's not separate problems, it's one cascade feeding itself. So what's controlling the speed? You are. Every time you eat, your cells activate growth pathways like mTOR and insulin signaling. Growth means building, not repairing. The modern diet keeps you in constant growth mode. This shuts down autophagy, your cellular cleanup process, while creating a biological trade-off. Growth versus maintenance. Now add chronic stress from financial strain, toxic relationships, or job insecurity keeps cortisol elevated because the source never goes away. This amplifies inflammaging from senescent cells and drives immunosenescence, weakening your immune system's ability to clear those zombie cells. Environmental toxins such as arsenic, mercury, cadmium, lead, and air pollutants measurably advance your epigenetic age. Poor sleep and lack of exercise keep your cells stuck in damage mode further. Here's the revelation. Your biological age isn't your chronological age. Epigenetic clocks measure the difference. Every choice, every meal, every sleepless night, and every stress response writes directly into your cells. You're not passively aging. You're actively influencing how fast this cascade moves. Now, for the first time, we can see the complete picture. But here's the question. If we know why we age, can we stop it? Is immortality scientifically possible? That's what I'm breaking down next. The answer might shock you,